Have you ever thought a simple dinner could change two broken lives forever? Tonight, I'm about to share with you the story of a single dad veteran who thought he was on an ordinary date, but when the bill came, he realized nothing about this woman's life, or his, would ever be ordinary again. Stay with me to the end, because what happened after that bill wasn't just shocking, it was life-changing. Ethan Walker had seen tougher days than most men ever would. A decorated veteran who'd returned home carrying scars, some visible, others buried deep, he now lived a quieter life. His world revolved around his 6-year-old son, Noah. Money was tight, but love wasn't. Every night before bed, Noah would climb into Ethan's arms and whisper, "You're the best dad in the world." Those words were Ethan's fuel, even when the weight of unpaid bills, endless job hunting, and loneliness pressed down on him. But loneliness has a way of sneaking in when the house goes quiet. Noah was Ethan's sunshine, but after bedtime, the silence echoed louder than he ever admitted. That's when Ethan's army buddy convinced him to try something different, sign up for a dating app. At first, Ethan laughed it off. Me? A veteran raising a kid? Who'd want that, he said. But one evening, with a mix of curiosity and hesitation, he swiped. That's when he saw her. Claire Donovan. She had kind eyes, the kind that seemed to smile even through a photograph. Her bio was simple, mom of triplet girls. Believes in second chances. Loves chocolate cake. Triplets? Ethan thought she was joking. Who in their right mind would handle 3 kids at once? But something about her honesty, the warmth in her words, made him send a message. To his surprise, she replied. Days turned into weeks of messages, calls, and laughter. Claire wasn't just beautiful, she was grounded, compassionate, and sharp-witted. She teased him about his stubbornness, listened when he spoke about Noah, and never once judged his financial struggles. Finally, she suggested they meet in person. The chosen spot? A charming Italian restaurant downtown, one Ethan had only walked past, never entered. As he held the door open for Claire that night, his breath caught. She was more radiant in person, her golden hair framed her face softly, her dress was elegant but not flashy, and her smile was the kind that could melt walls. But what truly struck him was how her eyes lit up when she spoke about her girls. Then came the surprise. I hope you don't mind, Claire said shyly as 3 identical little whirlwinds burst into the restaurant, giggling and holding her hands. These are my girls, Sophie, Lily, and Emma. I thought it was time you met them. Ethan froze. Triplets. She wasn't joking. 3 little angels with curious eyes stared at him, and then one whispered, Mommy, is this the nice man you told us about? Ethan's heart softened instantly. He pulled out chairs for them, awkward but sincere, and in minutes, the girls had him laughing as if he'd known them all his life. Dinner was magical. The girls stole breadsticks from each other's plates, Claire teased Ethan for pretending he liked olives, and Ethan told stories about Noah that had everyone giggling. For a moment, the weight he carried, the veteran scars, the money worries, faded into the background. He felt like he belonged at this table. But then the waiter brought the bill. Ethan picked it up without hesitation, after all, he was raised to be a gentleman. But when his eyes fell on the number, his chest tightened. Over $400. He swallowed hard. That was more than half his rent. His hands trembled slightly as he reached for his wallet, forcing a smile he didn't feel. Claire noticed. Ethan, she said softly, are you okay? Yeah, he lied, sliding his card onto the tray. I've got this. But inside, panic screamed. What was he doing? He couldn't afford this. What if his card declined? How would he look in front of her and her girls? Shame clawed at his chest. The waiter returned, but instead of handing the card back to Ethan, he placed it gently beside Claire. Thank you, Ms. Donovan. As always, it's a pleasure. Ethan blinked. Wait, you paid? Claire smiled gently, sliding her card back into her wallet. Ethan, I invited you. And besides, I wanted tonight to be about connection, not pressure. Confusion flooded him. But, that bill. Claire reached across the table, her hand brushing his. Ethan, I'm not just a mom of triplets. I run my own company. Well, I guess you could say I'm comfortable. She hesitated, then whispered, I'm a millionaire, Ethan. But I didn't tell you because I wanted you to see me as a woman, not a number. Ethan sat stunned. His world tilted. All this time, he thought she was joking about triplets. And now, she was revealing she was wealthy? He stared at her, unsure whether to laugh or walk away. Why me, Claire? I'm just a single dad who barely makes ends meet. She squeezed his hand. Because you're real. Do you know how many men see me only as a bank account? You talked about Noah with such love. You listened to me, to my girls. You didn't care about my last name, or what I own. You cared about us. Her voice softened. That's rare. For the first time in years, Ethan felt his walls begin to crack.